This morning I completed my Paper 2 Maths exam, Edexcel Foundation Tier.
So today was GCSE Maths Paper 2.
I did AQA Maths Higher Tier Paper 2.
Well, we just had our maths exam this morning. It was at 9 o'clock. Yeah, we had it.
Today was Maths Paper 2 Higher.
So I've just done my Edexcel Paper 2 Maths paper.
I have just finished my Maths Paper 2 GCSE.
So I do Edexcel Maths.
Oh no, I hated it.
The OCR do better, man. Like, we're all OCR. Yeah, we're all OCR. And how did it go for you?
It went quite well.
Yeah.
I didn't expect paper 2 to be that easy.
Yeah, same here. What about you?
Same. It required lots of basic skills I already knew.
Yeah, like paper 2 is meant to be the hardest out of all the papers.
And I don't really know like how to react with it because I found like the really hard questions really like alright, but like some of the stuff I knew but I just couldn't like figure it out. Like it just wouldn't go in my head. What are you doing? Like, it just wouldn't go in my head. It was like really stressing me out.
It was so much nicer than Paper 1. Second of all, thank you AQA. I answered all of them and I think I got most of them right. So I'm hoping to have got about 60 out of 80.
The OCR do better, man. Like, you had people stressed out thinking it was going to be worse, but it wasn't. Like, the questions were good, so it's like a blessing and a curse, because you know when you prepare yourself for like, you're just you know when you prepare yourself for the worst, but that's not really what happens.
Maths paper 2, that was interesting. It asked about a kitchen and like making like the table go in it. I didn't know what it meant, so I drew the whole kitchen. I made it really good and I made it so nice, and then I like basically wrote underneath saying, please pass me, I need a pass for what I want to do. I have had no sleep, so that's why I look like this.
I do higher tier and that paper was honestly eventful, and by eventful I mean my calculator decided to go in some weird mode, so halfway through the exam I had to reset my calculator and that took up quite a lot of time.
Edexcel Maths, it went so bad. I was doing the test, I was like, this is really hard, but you know, the grade boundaries will be low. It came out, and everyone was like, yeah, that was such a good test, it was like the best test I've ever done.
So there was a lot of questions on different surface areas and different shapes and all that. Luckily, also, we did that in class, so it worked out nicely for me.
I thought that it was actually worse than Paper 1, which is quite controversial, bit of an unpopular opinion, because a lot of people actually preferred Paper 2. There were a couple of questions I didn't answer at the back, which is really rare for me because I hate leaving questions blank, but I literally did not know what to write at all.
There were a couple of questions I got quite confused on. One of them was about vectors. It was the very last question at the end of the paper, and I think this was before half term, but my maths teacher said we would go over vectors, and he never did. Oh, and did I forget to mention the first question that came up on our paper? Write 0.75 as a fraction. Yes, please.
It was an okay exam. It was okay. It didn't go really well, it didn't go really bad, it was just average, I felt. First page, however, was impossible. I do Edexcel, the higher tier. I didn't answer the first two questions. Those were like the only two, apart from the back page, because I didn't see that.
I'm actually quite happy with how it went. I can never do like the last 3 questions, but this time I got an answer. The answer might not be right. I'd say it was on like the same level as Paper 1, so hopefully Paper 3 is on somewhat of the same level, and I'm glad that that was my GCSE and not a mock, because I'm really happy with how it went actually.
So the exam went really well. It was so easy. Yeah, I finished about 25 minutes early.
I opened the paper and I saw loads of questions on inequalities and I was like, brilliant, this is going to be terrible. It was literally inequalities and graphs, and I was like, I couldn't do the second question on inequalities. It was just really hard, and I finished the paper in like 45 minutes, so I had ages spare, so I decided to spend the rest of it on the 2 questions that I found like really hard, which was question 13 and question 20.
It was okay, there were some awkward questions. The container was 2/3 full and you had to work out like what could be full up. I got 8 cups, but it took me a while. But then that inequality question really confused me. It went okay, it wasn't that bad.
Oh no, that was a mess. That was genuinely one of the worst maths exams I've ever done. Who decided to put 3 questions on the back page about graphs that didn't make sense if you couldn't get the first one? So that was a bit of a disaster. And what I do is I go through it first, and if I can't do anything, instead of just wasting time sitting there, I put a star on it, and then I go on to the next one. And I was going back through, and there were so many questions that I put stars on, and a lot of it was guesses, sectors, and I was just staring at it for like 10 minutes, and then suddenly I had this epiphany. I was like, 6 is a sixth of 36, and then I just banged it all out from there.
hated it. Like, half of the questions didn't make sense to me. The one time that has ever happened, the one time I actually know exact trig, it's not in the paper. Like, okay, thanks SCR. So the recurring decimal question, I finally learned how to do recurring decimals, but forgot it because of exact trig.
The paper was decent until question 20. I thought the question was going to be so easy when I started doing it until I reached 20, and from 20 to 26, I could not answer any questions. It was decent paper. I feel like it was better than Maths Paper 1, and to be honest, I just want to get grade 4.
Oh my god, I do not know how to describe, because it was amazing, like so amazing that, oh my god. Can paper 3 be like that? Let's see.
I don't think this is my best paper, but trying to stay positive, I hope my paper 3 will go better.
And I hope that you get your grades too, because we all worked hard and GCSE is coming to an end, so we all deserve to be awarded something.
The OCR do better, man, like.
Exam time can be challenging. If you're finding it difficult to cope, follow the links in the description for information on the support available.